During World War II, the Nazis brought unlucky innocents to prison camps where they were brutalized, treated like animals, and eventually herded into sealed chambers. Inside a prison camp, many weary-looking human beings are killed without mercy in the gas chambers, as their bodies fall, never to rise again. 3 Kree soldiers enter the chamber wearing protective masks. Meanwhile, in the early evening in Brooklyn, 2 arsonists, one named Augie, are preparing to burn the campaign headquarters of Andrew Bolt, who was seeking election to Congress. As Augie carries a monitor, his friend lights his cigar and tosses the match into the corner of the room, which ignites the gasoline. They figure the fire will cover their tracks. No clues, no witnesses. Suddenly they stop in their tracks and turn to see, standing in the middle of the flame, the imposing figure of Captain America holding his new shield. "Going somewhere?" he asks, before jumping with speed towards the men. Augie is taken out in one punch as the other crouches next to the broken monitor, telling Cap he has a piece, and he'll use it. With his shield covering his body, Cap quickly makes his way towards him, and he fires, only for the shot to deflect harmlessly away. The gunman thinks for a second that he has managed to scare Cap away, but as he speaks, he is nailed with a blast of water from a fire engine and taken out. Before too long, the fire is extinguished and the police tell the crowds that the show's over. Cap is standing with Andrew Bolt, who thanks Cap for bringing the culprits to justice. Suddenly, his Avengers communicard makes a noise, and he excuses himself for a minute. It is Warbird, and she tells Cap this is priority red. She needs help fast. She continues to explain that she is under all-out attack by a band of Kree soldiers calling themselves the Lunatic Legion. Warbird replies that she's at an abandoned missile silo near Cape Canaveral. He tells her he's on it, and asks if she's called reinforcements. She says that they're already called in, but she can't hold off the Kree for much longer. As she's speaking, she is surrounded by troops, and is engaged in a firefight. Cap tells Bolt he has to leave. Back in the missile silo, Warbird trades blasts with the Kree soldiers, but can feel that her powers are spent and knows she must lie low and wait for the cavalry. She knows if she can just make it to ground level, she will be free. But in making her attempt, she is caught with a powerful blast from behind, which knocks her unconscious. Kona Lor was the culprit, taking her out while she was occupied with 2 others, and the 3 Legionnaires collect her. Kona Lor says they should incinerate her where she fell, as the sooner their enemies are vanquished, the sooner the earth is ground to dust by the Kree Empire. As they carry her to the prison compound located near Cape Canaveral, he adds that, thus far, their experiments with the Terrigen mists that they stole from the Inhumans have been a failure. Their efforts to discover the genetic key to evolving humans into a race of slave corps have been disappointing, but perhaps Warbird's physiology will provide the necessary catalyst for the mutation they seek. Carol is strapped into a chamber, a device with a clear window from which she can see out of. Kona Lor smiles and says that regardless of what happens, it will be fun to watch. After they have left, Warbird opens her eyes and wonders where she is. She can hear screaming and turns her head to witness dozens of prisoners being gassed, and she is helpless to do anything about it. Unable to break free of her bonds, she screams for somebody to help them, but there is no one to hear her.